Welcome back everyone, as it's been a while since our last episode, because we spent a bit of time at some stunning remote places in the Caribbean. It almost already felt like being there when we visited the stunning Isla Seas in front of Portugal's coast, together with our friends Julius and Lisa. The Atlantic didn't really show itself from its best side the following days, with Ilya and me feeling Mother Nature very intensely in hail showers being wiped over us with 40 knots of wind speed. In Viana do Castelo we explored the city, hiked up to Santa Lucia, and also cleaned Thula's underwater ship by putting her on a keel bank for the first time. Bringing Julius and Lisa back to Lisbon to fly back home, we made a short stop in Nazaré, famous for its monster waves and surfing records. Before heading to Madeira, it was time for giving the skeptical captain a haircut.
I understand why it's called blue water sailing. And pilot is doing his job in front of the Portuguese coast. Lisbon is still a while to go, and except for the waves here, which are pretty unsteady. Ilya are not feeling very well. Lying inside. And a quiet, stormy night last night. Everything is going pretty well. I don't want to have a look at how many miles we still have to go, but I will do it anyways, so you can see. So we have over 99 hours to go. 531.9 miles of 620.
After we had left Viana do Castelo, the first night heading to Madeira was terrible. Many fronts passed over us with lightning all around us, which was very scary. Rolly seas with strong wind gusts and rain in between, paired with seasickness, sucked so much energy out of us. Because Ilya was not feeling better and it was not looking like it would get better anytime soon, we at this stage decided to break off the trip to Madeira. Peniche, which was around 70 miles to the southeast, seemed a suitable alternative, so we changed our course by 120 degrees and continued towards the Portuguese coast, again surrounded by lightning that turned the night to day for seconds all night long. In the early morning hours, we sailed over the entrance of the Nazaré Canyon, which was subject in our last episode, and past the impressive Ilhas Belengas, a natural paradise over and underwater.
Morning. Peniche, bye-bye. After not a good last 2-3 days of sailing, we have now perfect conditions to go more south. So normally our plan was to go to Madeira Island, but yeah, it was not so nice sailing condition out there, so we kind of turned around and now we decided to go across to pass the Portuguese coast to Lagos and then directly to Canary Islands. So this will be the best thing I think for us. Out there, a lot of fishing boats. So it's fishing time. Maybe today my first tuna will come.
Hope never dies, huh, Ilya? That's an Alvin Ballad it's called, I think. Some Swedes we met in the last harbor in Phoenicia. They both have the spinnaker and the mainsail. And we have 20 to 21 knots at the moment. Are you satisfied, Ilya?
Yes. I eat well.
I ate well.
I ate well. I slept well. I didn't caught some tuna.
Didn't catch any tuna?
No, but one mackerel. Yeah, so far everything is alright. I think I have to put on some trousers to prepare for the night. And then we're in Algarve.
How many miles to go and how
100
about our speed? It looks like we're going really fast.
110 miles to go. And the speed is... Oh, look at this.
6.8, I can see you. 7.5. Nice. Okay. So we're just passing Lisbon. Decided to continue.
Yeah.
Geht schon los?
Ja.
Humor und Geduld sind die Kamele, mit denen ich durch die Welt komme. Oh. Tust dran.
Wenn die anderen glauben, man ist am Ende, so muss man erst richtig anfangen.
Auch schön.
Okay, now it's my turn.
Liebt einander so, wie ich euch geliebt habe.
Yeah, well, everything looks like a big mess. All the cushions are out. So,
Let's see what Elias is doing upstairs. We've been sailing around 3 months now, and we can already see that there was not enough varnish that we put on. We actually put on 12 layers in keel. When we had bought Thula, the upper deck, or the wood was not, or the varnish was not in such a good shape. So we took everything down, renewed it, and there were also some rotten parts that Ilya renewed, like the ones that you can just see here. And so we're sanding everything again one more time, since the weather is so great. And I taped the windows so no varnish gets on them. And when the sun goes down, or as the sun goes down, when it's not too hot anymore, Ilya will put on a layer of varnish. Ilya, how's it going?
It's going great. Yeah, we have a little bit the problem with the varnish. It's not good when you put it during like very sunny period, and it's not good as well if you put it when the sun goes down, because then there is more
moisture.
More humidity in the air, and this is not good for the varnish. So we have to hurry up a little bit, and let's see how it goes here.
So let me get back to my job then. Are you satisfied?
Yeah, of course it's not like at home in a during the winter time, but it's okay. Then I have to look from the other side there. The varnish is already
Dry?
not dry, but
So let me try to get through this washing jungle.
While I relaxed being on this quiet anchorage a bit, Ilya went socializing in the harbor of Portimão, where he met some other German sailors that invited us to a beach party on Headache Beach. It was Steffi's birthday. When we arrived at the party, everyone had spent the afternoon preparing something yummy to eat that was presented on the surfboard buffet. Lots of interesting chats with stomachs filled with yummy food, some rounds of coupe, and in the late morning hours, interesting varieties of dance made the evening an unforgettable one. The next day, especially Ilya could tell why the beach was named Headache Beach by some sailors.
The chance to take a rental car or take Julia's and Jen's rental car to go to the Playa de Marina, I think it's called. We didn't really know what to expect. The only thing what we did is we actually had a look at Google Maps and then saw that the coast is supposed to be quite nice here. And so what you have here behind me, if you want to come and have a look, a lot of tourist tours here into these big caves where the waves come in, and the whole landscape here is very special.
It's a so-called karst landscape which was carved through erosion of limestone rocks, which are estimated to be between 16 to 24 million years old. The traces of water and wind had left behind an amazing landscape, glowing in the sunlight in the contrast to the super blue water washing upon the Algarve shores.
What's happened here?
The romantic illusion of sailing life is probably destroyed at this moment. Our noses had discovered a big surprise in our bilge. The toilet valve had not closed properly, and the toilet water, including some leftovers, had run over, letting our cans have a swim in the nice mixture. It can't get any more disgusting, I tell you. Luckily, Jen and Ilya were able to get some spare parts very quickly with the help of the rental car, so we were ready to leave just before the sun set. You can't imagine how ready I was for the fresh Atlantic air, having spent 4 hours inside the smelly boat, cleaning every single can while fighting with not losing my consciousness. It's no joke. So we've just seen there's another sailor out here, about 70 miles off the coast of Portugal, on our way to Fuerteventura, or Lanzarote it is, I think. Yeah, and we don't know the name of the ship yet. We'll try to find it out, but I think he's too far away. But he's from Norway, that's what we can see. Like the day before, my adrenaline level pumped up the sudden I heard a dolphin breathe out through its blowhole next to me again. Observing them, I get the impression that one animal always checks if it's safe to come around, and then the whole pod follows instantly. Suddenly, there were around 10 to 20 dolphins around us, all lining up on Thula's bow, every single day. These creatures seemed like they were dancing, one of the most graceful and beautiful beings we have both ever seen. Watching them do their dances and enjoying the sailboat speed, I love to focus on the spectrum of colors, shapes and sizes the dolphins have, as they are always different. The ones that we had seen off the coast of Portugal on our frightening stormy nights to Madeira had been 2 to 4 meters long and dark grey. They always turned up when the weather conditions got rough and the high waves were suitable for surfing. Their mere presence always made us feel as if we were not alone out there, and that there was no need to be frightened of Mother Nature's forces. Then there were also the beautifully striped fellows with white sides and stomachs, the so-called common dolphins. They were the smallest, being around 1.5 to 2.5 meters long, but also the most photogenic. On our trip to the Canaries, we saw a different dolphin type again, which was up to 2.5 meters long and spotted like a leopard. Dolphin visits in the morning just make your day start with magic and let you realize how graceful creatures we have living in our oceans. Their joyful dances in the bow make you feel so happy, so alive, so thankful to be able to experience the Earth's nature this closely. So the sun is rising slowly over there. It's around 120 miles onto the coast, and there's El Jadida, I think it's called, in Morocco.
Just saw some beautiful fish here in the water. I don't know what it is. It looks like silver, so big. I tried to catch them because they're swimming next to our ship, but they're not hungry today, I think.
Maybe too much to offer. You know us.
Maybe the wrong bait. I don't know. We are 20 miles from the Canary Islands now, and I'm just checking our Navtex messages. We have this nice device, and this one receives automatically Navtex messages over 580 and 490 kilohertz, and I can just check it on the computer, and it's quite nice. Yeah, so we can always check our or the weather information when we are in the near of a coastal station. So within like I would say like 70 miles with this device within the Navtex station, we can get some messages. Yeah, not only messages about the weather, but also like search and rescue information. For example, I got a message from the Morocco Coast Guard. Migrant boat with 55 persons on board adrift or underway sailing from Nuada towards Canary Islands. Vessels in vicinity are requested to keep a sharp lookout and contact with MRCC. Yeah, so now we know what's going on here around us.
But we did not meet anybody
No.
in between.
No.
We hope you enjoyed this extra long episode accompanying us from out at sea off the Portuguese coast until the stone desert-like island La Graciosa north of Lanzarote. Unlike in our last episode, you witnessed the Atlantic at its calmest with the most beautiful deep ocean blue we've both ever seen. Stay tuned to find out why we felt like stepping on Mars when exploring La Graciosa and Lanzarote in our next episode. Bye bye!